is a big one. You can put that in. I'm going to put one in. No, five more. Look. No. Look. Burn a rock. You can burn a rock? Yeah.
Well, you can't burn the rock. It's making a mess.
On your wood? If you burn a rock, hang out a bit. Yeah, what?
The aluminum is to make it hotter, to keep it hotter longer.
I found a stick. I missed every one. Why do I miss every one?
Well, I should have got the shoestrings off of that before I burnt it. I could have used the strings. Oh well, it's Jordan anyway. It's right where it belongs. Jordan.
No! I hope I don't miss again. Nah.
Chicken poop. Ah, let's be gone.
It's gonna be almost out. Where is my baldy? Baldy? Yep. That's why I want the wood. Where's the wood at? Baldy goes in there. Wait, what? I want to clear out first. I'll do it first, okay? You already did that. No. Please don't make this up. Please don't make this up.
Your dad see you touch on that, he gonna go crazy. You see your dad looking right. He gonna get you as soon as he see you touching that. You allowed to be touching that?
No.
Well, why you doing it? Your dad gonna look at you. He gonna come get you. And you making me look irresponsible. Like I don't know what to do with y'all. Here, let's leave that in here. Kids, boy. Right back to the drawing board. That's enough fetching stuff. Y'all gonna get hurt. Brought this ladder right here just so y'all gotta jump over it to walk. Kids, man. They find the one thing that they shouldn't be doing and start doing it. Or they do the one thing you tell them not to do. Kids are like your manifested karma just waiting to happen.
I'm baking.
Kids are like a test of fate or fate.
I'm burning.
You sitting there calibrating your pellet gun. That child is gonna find the right one time to run right out in front of that gun and in between that target. They're gonna find that one right moment and fly right through there.
Come on.
I mean, they could be houses down. You could be about to fire in 10 seconds. And they'll find some reason where they needed to run houses down and be in between that gun and that target within that 10 seconds. You have to tell yourself that kids are a test of fate when you have them. Just not to get in no mess.
Yeah, fire. One. Now you got a lot.
And the better you protect them, the more fate goes after them. It's like if they dodge something happening to them, then now fate has it out for them even worse. Each time. That's enough. Tell them no more. Y'all see this little patch right here? That little patch right there and this little circle. Well, anyway, there was a brolic old man that stayed here before he passed away. He told me keep an eye on his property till he get back. He never got back, so you know I've been still keeping an eye on his property for him. Anyway, I've been doing whatever I want to over here. Anyway, nobody ever bothered him because they were scared of him. He would literally go after them physically, and they would just kiss his butt, just keep him in good graces. Well, after he passed away, now this was a scrapper. He used to burn wires, burn the plastic from around the copper and stuff so he can go cash in and get money. So he kept a fire going. Nobody ever said nothing to him. Now that he's gone and I put this little fire pit up, I had the neighbors come at me talking about, I'm scared that this patch right here may catch on fire. Like just finding any reason to insult me. They complain about this little pole I put up here that I drug from down the street that was just laying in the ditch. I drug that from down the street, put it up. They complain about that and don't even know what their complaint is. They don't even know why they complained about it. Then they're looking at me like they want me to feel down about having chickens over here. So I built all this from the ground up. Instead of them saying, wow, that's different. Wow, you had it in you to make a chicken coop and put chicken in it. That's different. I made a garden here. And it seemed like the more that I built, the more they started going against me. I don't know if it was because I was younger than them or because they didn't want me to feel good about myself or my accomplishments, which ain't really much, or what it is. But when it comes to me, they complain around here. Even the next street over, they'll come over here and ask me what's going on with that pole, but never ask about the pole down the street that just popped up out of nowhere with a 5G tower on the top. That's going to fry us as soon as they cut it on. They never once brought that up, but they're bringing up this little tiny pole right here that I use for solar, to catch solar light and to charge batteries with over here because there's no electric over here. So I put that pole up, to keep my solar panel from getting stolen so easily by raising it up high on that pole. I had to explain it like 8 times till I got to the point where I stopped explaining. Because the more I learned, the more you explain to my kind of people, the more they feel entitled for an answer from you. They never, like I said, they never did that to the other man that stayed here, because he would tell them kiss his A, and when the police would show up, he would tell them come out the fence for what? I haven't lost nothing, and make them leave, to the point where they actually respect him. Now, it's funny that they're like tough with me, somebody who will stand up to the cops also, but when the cops come, they'll go run in their houses acting scared of the cops. Then as soon as the cops leave, they'll want to act more man than me, come out and stand there. You know how it is with most American people. They'll stand in groups and look for the one who's not in the group to point at and basically wage war against for no reason. Well, I'm that guy because I don't really communicate with too many people. So they'll stand in groups, and I can tell they're talking about me because they'll be staring across all of a sudden at me. And you got to assume it's nothing good, because they shut up when you got to walk up close to them, or they walk away when you walk up close, they disperse. So those two things are telling you it's never nothing good. So that's me, the guy that strong-minded that everybody goes against in my area. So I've heard all kinds of complaints about nothing over here, things that I've done, and really it's because they admire that I've done things that are different from what they're used to seeing, and they're probably scared that the older women are going to admire the young man who's done all the things over here that they've never seen before, like putting a pond in here, putting fish and things in. The typical house in the black neighborhood don't have all this kind of stuff. It's just a flat piece of land, maybe with a barbecue grill, maybe with a swimming pool, unless you go out southern. And then you'll see things like this in because Mother Nature itself may have put a water hole there, and it was on the property when you moved in. Or they'll get a chicken coop and, get chickens and things like that, like out in the south or whatever. But up this way towards Ohio and this area, no. You got to be typical. You can't come off your porch unless it's the barbecue. If you do anything out the ordinary, now you're the different guy, you're the bad guy, you're the weirdo. Yeah. Even my son, the way I raised him, everybody's using him as the one to beat. This little man right there, he's the one to beat on my street. Everybody has to be better than him. See, while they're all dressing their kids with the best clothes and stuff, I'm teaching mine for combat. I don't really care that he wears Gucci. You see the shoes that he wears right now, he's happy with them. He wears them because he knows he's coming out to be a little man and get dirty. That's what he does. He gets down. But when it's time to go somewhere, handsome little guy. When it's time to go somewhere, he got it all under control. He looks better than anything else. So that's the difference in me and them. That's the difference in my son and their kids around here. And somebody got to be it. So if y'all ever see anything about me later in the paper or anything like that, it's probably because along those lines. Well, anyway, I'm about to head in, so I'll update y'all and keep y'all into my life a little here and there every chance I get. Talk to y'all later and make sure y'all subscribe.